That's it.
That is the greatest song ever.
Like,
That's fucking awesome.
I don't know where they're from.
Kick his teeth in.
It's so random. He's like, you love him, but this is some violent shit.
Thank you.
To me, it's like makes the best epitome of gram. You know what I mean? Like, I love you so much, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh no, I love that song. That's great.
And like trying to find out something about them. Like, so apparently the guy was like a writer, and he started doing poetry readings of his stuff. And then I was like, this is boring. I should have some music to it. And this band was born. So yeah.
What are they called again?
King Missile.
King
They're like an avant-garde rock band. And I love how in the music video, like, he's the only one, and the rest of the band look like fuck. They have that look of like, fucking he's going on about Scorcese again.
Not even supposed to be here today.
Because I'm like, Martin Scorsese is one of my favorite directors. And I'm like, oh, someone wrote a song about him. And you listen to it like, what is going on? And I was like, what, 2 minutes? In and out.
Yeah. No, it's great. I got nothing. It's,
What else do you say?
yeah, it's awesome. I need to go and listen to more of their stuff.
Oh, man.
You could really get introduced to some really cool stuff through Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch that, you know, I'm going to be bringing in. And like some of the tracks as well, like, you know, I'd write down, if it's like a song that really grabs me, I'll write it down, I'll look through it, and it's like, oh shit, they don't even have a music video out, or they're not even on Spotify. Like, that was their time.
Right.
You know, so some of the songs you're like, oh shit, this is an actual deep cut.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
The new series is coming back, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
or is it already on?
It's season's finished.
Oh fuck.
And it's fun because they not only do music videos, but YouTube videos.
Yeah, you were mentioning. That's right. Yeah, you were telling me about this.
But, because I was wondering, like, you know, nowadays music videos, like we said, have a lot more ass twerking. So I was wondering how they're going to react to that. And then they watched WAP. And then they start going into this thing like, can you imagine being the realtor for this house? There's whores in this house. You know, we have an Olympic-sized swimming pool that's only a foot deep. Yeah, it's for little children and whores. Because as you can see, there are whores in this house. And I'm like, these words are pretty rude, Butthead. They should call it something like, you know, moist vagina. But yeah, I can pass them to you if you want to check them out. The only thing that's weird is seeing that animation in HD is kind of like, whoa, it's so clear.
Yeah, pass it to me.
So now we're on to new stuff.
New stuff.
And this is quite new. It's like,
This is
came
very
out
new.
like end of last year.
Yeah, this is very new.
And it's not even from an album.
No, like the album
it's-
hasn't come out yet.
yeah.
So like this is the Forget Me by Lewis Capaldi.
Yes.
So this is the lead single from his upcoming album, which I can't remember the title of. And so I mean, I'd heard Lewis Capaldi's songs before. I just didn't know it was him.
Ah, I get you.
You know what I mean? So I'd heard like, you know, Someone You Loved. I'd heard like Before You Go. I'd heard Bruises, but and you know, great songs. I just didn't realize it was him. How I kind of discovered him was I was just watching random stuff on YouTube, and I found he did a cover of what's that shit? He did a cover of the Britney Spears song Every Time. Is that the name of the song?
How's the song go?
It's the one where Steven Dorff is in the video.
Fuck me, I can't remember.
Fuck, damn it. Anyway, I like total brain fart moment. But he was
Okay.
doing a cover of a Britney Spears song, which is one of my favorite Britney Spears songs.
Okay.
It really is a favorite because I can't remember what it's called. But every time I think.
Maybe it's called Every Time.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's gonna bug me now. It's gonna bug me now. But he did this really great cover of it.
Okay.
And then that's when like I went to the next video, and that was when I realized, oh, this is the guy who sings. This is the guy who sings like you know, Before You Go and all that. It's like, and then so suddenly like realizing it's this guy, so not at all how I imagined him to look. And then sort of watching him on interviews and seeing like he's actually really funny. Like he's he's really, really funny. And then so when this song came out, I watched the video. The video again is also like really funny. He's like it's basically like, I mean, you'll see.
Yeah.
But it's just a really, really fun song, and I like the idea behind it, like the whole idea of, the behind the title, like Forget Me, is that basically he'd rather anyone feels anything about him than forget him. And I just really liked that. I mean, that's...
Because he did say, like, publicly, like, whilst I was just looking up stuff, that songs about, I mean, I think the album's going to be about him dealing with this massive breakup that's happened to him, So, and, like, this is the first track from that.
Yeah.
So, because I haven't heard it, I just assume...
And it's also another reason why I wanted to play it is because it's something different from him. It's not the kind of like power ballad, like the hardcore emo love song that he's famous for. This is something that's a lot more upbeat and a lot more fun.
Because that was my assumption based on what he said,
Yeah.
and then knowing it's him.
Yeah.
So let's check this out. Forget Me by Lewis Capaldi.